Hello, YouTube. I want to introduce you to Camille.
Hi.
She's you're going to be seeing a lot more of her on the episodes, which I'm sure you're all happy about, rather than just staring at me all the time. We did a big, how many days were we gone? 4 or 5 days?
Just
6-day sailing trip to Santa Barbara Island, and then we went to the backside of Catalina. It was Camille's first snorkeling, her first big sailing trip. So that's a number of episodes coming up after the Island series. But today we're going to be installing the chart table. So I've pre-made the bottom part of the chart table, and we're going to see if it fits, get it installed, and then install the temporary top and faceplate that are going to act as templates for the finish ply, laminate finish ply that I'm going to use for the final top and faceplate. So Camille's going to be helping me with some camera work and laughing at me when I have trouble, I'm sure. So let's get to it. Today we're going to be installing the new Forever chart table. I've pre-made the bottom part of it that I'll show you guys. We're going to be fitting it, and I did like a test fit for the top out of just plywood. We'll see how that all goes in place, and if everything fits nicely on the boat, then I'll cut that out of a nice laminate ply that I'm going to be using for the final top. But today we're going to be installing it here. So this is where my old ice box used to be, if you guys remember that video. And then I had a temporary chart table here for my trip. And now we're trying to move forward with getting the chart table made. And then the next big step is the switch panel is going to go here. And then there'll be a back panel as well with more instruments on it. But first we got to get our chart table in. So let's take a look at that. So this is the like the desk part of the chart table that I pre-made at home. It's made out of plywood. I put these drainage holes in it so that if water gets in there, the water can drain out, and then we can go ahead and see about getting all the charts dry later on. But so this is shaped to fit in here. We'll go ahead and see if it fits. So I made this 2x4 is screwed on separate. This is going to go between the bulkheads, and that's going to provide the support for the port side of the desk. And then the other side will screw against the bulkhead that goes to the engine bay. But this is removable in case it's stubborn to get in. I can take it off, place that, and then work the desk in around it. Okay, so I got it put into place. It took some negotiations for my friends. I always use pink hammers. Yeah, you can see I had to like smash the brace in, but it's fine. Now I have to screw from inside the lazarette into this, and then from inside this stowage area into this side, and that'll support that. This is screwed into here. Here's the drain holes I was telling you guys about, so that water gets in. And now we're going to go ahead and set our temporary top on to see how it fits, and then if it fits nicely, then I'll take those pieces to cut out my nice laminate ply that will be the final top. Okay, fits pretty good. I'll line this part up. It sticks off a little there because the hinge kicks it a bit, but I can adjust that on the final spot. And then let's try this front. This is my temporary front. I think it's too big. We're gonna have to trim it down a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and trim a bit off of that. Let's see what we need to take off of it.
Are you gonna put another hinge on that one too?
What, on this?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
No.
No.
This will be solid, fixed, and then this is just where the chart business happens. So we'll trim this down, get it screwed on. So here's our access. We'll have our face here, have our chart table that lifts up like that. Keep all our charts and whatnot. I'm going to put like a USB charging station in there so we can keep our phones or different small devices that need to get charged in there. I also have cut out pieces of cardboard and brought for the switch panel and the backing panel. So, and all of this wiring is getting moved from the chaos that's here. This is the bad situation, right where all the water is. There's going to be a panel here, and then my main panel is going to be right here. So this is like a template for me to see how it fits and to play with it. That'll be about there. With some things, I'm going to put like a mount so I can put my iPad there. There'll be the AC shore power controls will all be on this side, the bilge pump, and a repeater, Raymarine, depth, speed, like multi-data will be there, and then my battery selector will be here. And then we're going to have our switch panel here. That's a little big. Might just be because of the cords, but so we'll trim that down today too, so that we can take that home as a template. And
are you gonna make it go all the way to the top, or is there gonna be a little shelf on
no, there's gonna be a shelf. I think it could stand to be bigger than this. What do you think? Probably, right?
Why don't you just make them meet so they're the same height?
Oh yeah, so 14 and 14. That makes sense. This one's going to be angled a little bit, I think, with this. It doesn't have to be, but... yeah, so this is going to be the switch panel. And I'll show you what's going to go in it. So, here's our switch panel, beautiful switch panel we're going to be installing. So that's going to go here someplace. This is one for the running light, steaming light, and anchor light. That's going to go on this side as well. We have our shore power. These are all from Blue Sea. That's going to go on this side over here. I'm also going to put a plug. And I got my nice Weems and Plath barometer and ship's clock. And I'm not sure, I don't think there's room on this panel for these. These might go up here. I'm going to be building another cabinet that's similar to what was on Arcturus, where it starts kind of wedged down and then goes up to cover the compass and everything. So these will probably end up there on that. And then I want to have a ram mount that swings out either I'm not sure if I'm going to put my radar display on it or mount for the iPad so I can see the iPad from underway. But look at how beautiful that thing is.
Those are pretty.
So good.
Hold them up.
Weems and Ply. Beautiful. So then tonight I'll be able to take these home and figure out where it makes the most sense for these to live on there. And I got to leave room for like a nice battery monitor, and so I'm going to put in some USB charging plugs and various add-ons that we end up putting on the boat later on. So now it's time to cut this to this size. We'll screw it on, see how it looks, and then we're in a good place with the chart table. For me too. We just got to empty out the lazarette, screw that side, and the whole desk part will be in place. So, real bummer. Where I need to screw it is right behind one of my batteries, so I have to unhook the battery. Such a bummer. Okay, so here's my temporary face and temporary top. Now I know how much I need to cut off. I'm going to cut it so that it fits better than that, but that's going to be the chart table. Super stoked to have this stainless steel piano hinge. That was one of the trickiest things, actually. I'm going to have to look online and see an easier way to get that to line up. That was real tricky to figure out how to get that to get the screws to set in. It's a little longer than what I want, so I'm going to double up. I'm going to be gluing and nailing more plywood on the finished ply here so that it has more strength and that I can use the screw holes better. And then this is my cardboard template so I can play with the switch panels. And we're making good progress.
You're going to make a little handle too? You're going to route it out?
Yeah, I'm going to make a little notch here so that this is easier to open. Like that. And there'll be like little charging stations hidden inside. And like a little ledge so that you can keep pencils and stuff there from sliding around.
And what is the thing that it makes it so nothing slides off this side?
Oh yeah, there's like little fettles or something. They're like little teak. There'll be teak here to cover all this old edgewood. There'll be teak here, and then they'll come up just a bit so that nothing will slide off when we're underway. So very excited. And then I'm gonna do like, this is the thing I cut off. It was a real nightmare. It was like this lip, like super thick fiberglass lip, and I cut it off. And I'm gonna finish all this out so that there's like a nice sort of frame here, and then there'll be a light mounted there for the chart table, and there'll be a little cubby above there, And then this is going to come up to the same height, 14 inches. And there'll be a little shelf cubby up there, probably with a pin rail or something. So yeah, made good progress on the chart table today. And I already have the wood, the finished ply. Now that I know the pieces are where they need to be, I can get them cut, all finished, and then we'll finish installing. My temporary front. I think it's too big. This is my temporary front. What do you have?
I have a it's a German beer. It's like a Oktoberfest from
LA Works. So today we installed our chart table, which I'm very excited about. Holds her beer nicely.
It's a table.
And let's open the lid. So we have a piano hinge, stainless steel piano hinge. And then it opens up and keep all your paper charts in there. Super excited about that. And so all the inside is completely finished and done. We'll use this as a template for our laminate ply. That's going to be the final top and faceplate. So good progress today. Next we can move on to the switch panel.